Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. Unfortunately, I'm having to do this intro because all the videos that I took and all the segments I took on my phone for this video, for some reason, didn't record. Probably my mess up. I am a hillbilly after all. But as I was leading in to this project, today we're going to be finish grading the tractor roads going down to the field where we've got to install a culvert pipe. I end up having a couple of changes of thought or process there. So hopefully you guys are able to still enjoy the video. And I've got an important announcement that we'll be doing during this video. This usually doesn't work very well. I think it might just work. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we're going to be able to climb this. It's pretty firm. Doesn't look too soupy. Oh, I'm slipping already. See if I can turn uphill a little. There we go. Now we're getting some traction, and if I take off sliding that way, I can just grab the bank and we should be fine. In theory. I can feel it slipping just a little bit. Better buckle up, just in case. These tracks will break this top layer of crust up, and that'll help it dry out even faster. Oh yeah, we're good. Here'll be a big test. A steep little spot right here. See if we can get this bucket out of the bed of the truck. You wouldn't think it, but that is a heavy bucket right there. All right, this is gonna make this next phase much, much easier. Let's get to it. Cut the truck off anyway. Actually, let's go ahead and load this junk. Go ahead and load up these grubbings. Get them out of here. I mean, they are muddy. It's not going to be very fun for hauling my riprap later on in the week. I'll have to get that bed cleaned out really good. That stuff is soaking wet. At least it sticks together with all the roots in it. It doesn't want to just plop everywhere. Big in there. I'll get these cleaned up and then we'll move on down toward getting that pipe put in. And truck is loaded with the last load of muck. I'm gonna leave this roughed up so it can dry out while I work my way out through there. Climb, baby, climb. I'm leaving my tooth bucket on, and I'm just gonna kind of shuttle my digging bucket along with me, because if I just put that digging bucket on as smooth as it is, if I slide off the hill, I won't be able to get enough of a grab to pull myself back up, more than likely. I went into a pond with one of those one time, and that was a huge mistake. Let's see if I can get positioned now. We'll grade all of this on our way out. I say I broke this ground up just a minute ago, and I can go just fine, even though it's steeper than down there. Next on the agenda, to work my way down to where that pipe is, I'm gonna go ahead and slope this bank some. And I'm gonna pull that dirt out. That way, if I need dirt to fill in around that culvert pipe, I can use my customer's little tractor to shuttle a couple of loader buckets of dirt down. So like I was saying, the customer called me and they were concerned that their horses would drop off this ledge and get hurt, but we're going to fix that. So you can see how nice of a little slope that makes. I'm just going to go all the way down through there and slope this edge off. It's going to be kind of rough looking to begin with, but we'll make it pretty. And then at the very end, I'll come back and reach up the hillside as far as I can and just kind of, well, more or less, I'll just reach up like this, and with the bottom of the bucket, I'll just slick it down. And you can see how smooth that makes it. So let's continue with this process here. If anything, it's going to leave less of a ledge, which is kind of important. And this won't take long. I'll just video a few passes. This will pull a little bit of topsoil down to help this road take grass when the time comes as well. When the time comes. Well, it was cloudy for a second and the glare was gone, but now it's back. Let's see if I can just block the sun out a little bit better. I got this slope down through here, through my spoils into the middle. They're definitely not the best. And I started down at the bottom and I worked my way back up. This customer's not wanting me to spend a lot of time and expense on fine grading. So I got this, I'm just gonna track my way back down there. We're gonna go and see what we can do with that culvert before we do any finished work here. Because like I said, we may need this dirt down there. This will also give me an opportunity to track this in along the bottom of this bank. That's a tight little gate. So we can squeeze through here without sliding into something. Barely. Just barely. Let's see here. How firm? Oh, that's firm. That's good. I think we'll be able to hop right in here and get to it. That's pretty soft. But this right there is firm. Okay. Let's see what we can start doing here. My hope is that I can fix this without taking that fence down. Let's see what we got going on. I pulled the junk out of the inside of it, and now I'm looking at it, and it's two pieces, and they have separated. That is not good. Looks like I am going to have to take this fence down. Okay. Let's see if I can manage to pull this out without breaking that post. Problem is that my thumb doesn't touch the cutting edge very good. But I think that probably made it easier actually. I really wanted to try to save these pipes, but I think it's futile. So I'm just going to lay that there for now. Now, a lot of folks will try their darndest to not tear up as much as they can, and look at that box turtle going. He's a running for it. Let's see if I can get in here now. Oh yeah, that's not too bad soft. Let's see what we got. See what I've got to work with here. Oh yeah. I think we're going to be just fine. I'll pull those rocks out first, because they'll probably want to build their head wall back with them. Shoot, this spot right here stinks, I know that. I'm just going to pull these out a little bit. I'm not worried about that pipe, it ain't no good for anything really. They built the front of that pipe up, it looks like maybe on rock, which didn't waterproof it. So now, let's see here what we've got to work with. I heard that pipe crunching. Well, that's good dirt that they use. Let's just pull him on out of there. Yeah, see, there's not a... Well, yep. They used a bell end. They did it right. They just separated. So what I'm thinking what happened is that they didn't get those the bell end pushed together good, or when they were backfilling, they separated it. Which happens. I've done it. Especially when you're new to this business. So what we're going to do real quick, pull this old pipe out. Look at that soup. That's good stuff right there, isn't it? I'm not going to pile a bunch of dirt every which way. So what we want now is to reestablish kind of the natural creek here. So what I'm going to do, strip this grass off. Is that a rock? Maybe. Yep. Alright. Now I got you. Just gonna track down the creek here. See if I can jump out now. I'm sinking. Very, very cool. So now all I've got to do is clean that creek out and get it flowing good. What I want to do, see, I've got water running in right there. So what I want to do, I think, is actually have my pipe enter right about there. Yep. So before I even worry about putting the pipe in, let's just get a good smooth bottom trench going. Get all this muck out. A soft bottom will definitely contribute to those pipes bowing and pulling apart. And just start making us a nice creek bottom. Oh, there's a hole right there. That ain't gonna work, is it? That isn't gonna work at all. waterfall? I think he had him a little pond in here is what that was. Yep, that's exactly what it was. I've got to go down to hard ground though. That little stream of water pouring out right there looks like a gutter drain almost. Let's see. Is it? Golly. Well, that ain't gonna do, is it? Jeez, that thing's spewing. Right, so right here is probably where our pipe's gonna have to come out. Status update. I'm having to take out more fence than I really wanted to, but to do the job right, it's what I gotta do. Well, now I can do them a really good job. And you will see what I'm talking about in just a second. What I want to do is smooth everything up. Mud and areas around mud will dry up if you get them smooth. You want this stuff running as well as possible. And that's what I'm getting ready to make happen. See, these horses come through here and they trample this, and it makes pockets that hold water, and we don't want that. We want a nice straight run. Oh, I about got that turtle, didn't I? He's just suicidal or something. Got our pipe. This one's a little bit smaller. I think it'll be okay. I got this up here dug in pretty nicely, I think. Now I've just got to stick this in and hold it down until the mud makes a suction on it. So I don't think it'll be much trouble. See if we can get it running through the pipe primarily. Actually, I'm going to start down here, and I'm just going to mash it into the mud. Work my way uphill. It should start flowing out the pipe. Should. I think that's gonna work pretty good. I think we got flow out the pipe. Let's go check. I don't have my Sawzall with me to trim it off. Oh yeah, that's going good. There's the little tractor in question. I want to go up here and see if there's anywhere here that I can cross without just making a terrible mess. Looks like they've been crossing here pretty good. The horses have. I wonder if I wouldn't be better off just to shuttle dirt with the excavator. I'll try it. If you ever unknowingly jumped on one of these seats when the sun's been on it, you probably stood up pretty fast. I'm gonna get that in the shade for a minute. going to be faster to shovel dirt with the excavator. Yeah, I definitely think this is the way to go on this one. One scoop at a time. Didn't cost me a dime. Hopefully all that starts to dry out. I don't really like putting pipes in mud, but sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do. I got a couple of roots in that grab, so we'll put it as filler back down this way. I definitely want my cleanest dirt to go toward the head wall end. I think we've done pretty good here, friends. Just doing a quick little bit of smoothing here on top. Then I'm going to jump back around to the other side and finish covering it with that mucky stuff, which some may think is crazy, but it'll actually work pretty well. I will show you. Well, this time I decided to come around and jump the creek right here. It's quite a bit more firm. I tore up all my nice grading from earlier, but that's okay. We're getting ready to finish this off real nice. I bet all the turtles have run for the hills here. That's a really good clay that I pulled down from the road up there. So all of this stuff that's just junk and muck, it'll dry out and it will actually work really nice for a topsoil. See, it's full of grass, but for like a farm type crossing, this will be just fine. It'll stink to high heaven for a little while though. There's some clay mixed in with it and all that good stuff. This poor guy, I don't know if it's Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, or the other one, but he's been running this whole time. Stop. This dude's been running from me this whole time, and now I'm finally done. So I'm gonna put him back in his home. He's a fighter. So you can go that way. It's definitely a he, I'm pretty sure, because his tail, actually no, this is a she. This is a she. She's got yellow eyes. The males have red eyes, and the males also at the back have, their shell doesn't go straight down, it flares out. There's your fun facts for the day. Believe it or not, all of that was the hardest thing that I've done the whole time I've been over here. From the mulching of the pasture to clearing, hauling out, that right there was the most difficult. Or aggravating. It just wasn't real easy. But we got it done. Now, we get to dress our way out of here. And pretty soon we'll be done. I'm just gonna go ahead and blade this off, get it good and even. Ramp this down where his tractor can get in and out real easy. Okay. Now begins the fun part. What you'll probably see me do the most is pulling material from this side like this, and I'll toss it to this side to raise it up, and ever so often I'll track forward on it to pack it down. Monday, August the 9th. I had to take quite a few days off. Kelly's been super busy with her work and dealing with some of her family stuff. So I've got the pleasure of hanging out with Sophie a whole lot. And luckily, she's been a good baby and made it pretty easy. She's had her fussy times, but that's normal. Today's mission, and to finish out the video, I'm running over here to Hall's Towing in Black Mountain, North Carolina, obviously. And I'm gonna get them paid up. They moved the skid steer for me a couple of weeks ago, and they've got to move that skid steer back to where we did that chicken coop demolition. I've got to do a little bit more finish work there. Filling in the burn pit, getting a few sticks raked up with the skid steer. Then we're gonna be out of there and moving on to the next job. I'll tell you what, I do not like people even getting in my machines. And I don't like them. I've got a thing, I don't want to get grease in my machines. I don't want the paint chipped because the chain's getting dragged in and out. But I'm just gonna have to let go a little bit because I need help. That's a hard thing to admit sometimes. And I told them, I was like, as long as you don't get my seat dirty, get grease in it, and don't beat my paint up, we'll get along. Just ran by the house, got the dump truck, went by Burger King, got my coffee, we're ready to roll and talk a little bit. This is important. Let me preface this little chat with saying that right now I have no plans of leaving YouTube. I'm going to continue to upload to YouTube, but it is going to take a back seat. This past weekend, I did a whole lot of reflecting and I've been thinking a lot, and I have made the move to start a channel over at Rumble. Link to that channel is down in the description. Let me also say that if you're a viewer who has enjoyed my little chats and including a little bit of like firearms and Second Amendment talks, if you have enjoyed and are for that, I love you guys. If you're against guns and you exercise your right to say so, I love you guys too. But one of the big factors that's making me choose this move is that I noticed almost as soon as I started incorporating that material that my views just bombed. And it could be one of two things. I'm being censored, or two, most of my viewers are anti-gun. And everybody I know that's in this industry, they either hunt or target shoot. So I think that's unlikely that the viewers made the choice to not watch. The next reason is I keep getting messages from viewers saying that they are being unsubscribed from my channel, but they're not doing it. I've even had one guy that half the time when he comments, he's like, resubscribed, thanks for the video. You know, there's something wrong there if people are getting unsubscribed, but they're not the one doing it. And it's not an easy thing to unsubscribe from a channel, really. Two of my favorite channels, here's a shout out for them, Hickok 45 and 22 Plankster. Neither one of them really post videos of hunting or anything like that. They target shoot. They shoot at metal targets, and both of them are making the move to Rumble because of the change in the guidelines that Google set on YouTube. A lot of their material was in jeopardy of being taken down going back, like I think a month from when they changed the guidelines. So they changed the guidelines and they were threatening to take down all the videos that these creators have put the work into making back a month or two. I'm not sure exactly what it was, don't quote me on that. I talked to a lot of other creators that are also experiencing, okay, I've got like what, 65, 67,000 subscribers, but you know, each video may only get anywhere between 2 and 15 or 20,000 views. That right there seems a little bit suspect to me too, honestly. What do you guys think? Drop it in the comments. And you know, 65,000 subscribers, but a video might only get like 20,000 impressions. So that tells me that when I upload a video, it's not even being shown to 2/3 of the people who say they want to continually watch me. That seems a little strange too. This is a whole lot of speculation, and frankly, I really don't know what's going on, but what I do know is my view counts are kind of plateauing. That tells me either A, I have plateaued as a creator and my channel has plateaued on YouTube, or YouTube has plateaued or chosen to plateau me. For whatever reason, they're not pushing my videos out, and that's fine. That is their right, but it's also up to me if I want to choose to go a different direction. I want to help as many people as I can get into this business, and if I'm not being pushed out there, then what am I doing it for? The biggest change, I'll be uploading videos to YouTube and to Rumble, but I'm going to upload to Rumble first. So if you're one of those people who are actually a fan and you look forward to each video, I urge you, and I would take it as a personal favor if you would go over and follow me on Rumble and just watch there. But really, I don't know how much longer this YouTube thing's going to last. So to end on a happy note, I'm going to be pulling all of my videos. Really, I'm just going to move them over. They're still going to be available on YouTube if you want to stay there. But nearly all 600 of my videos, I'm going to be moving over to the Rumble channel. That's going to take me a while. I think I'm probably going to take 2 weeks off from YouTube to do all of that, make that move, and then we'll start up with the whole putting to both platforms, and you guys get to choose which one do you want to keep following. If I do decide to leave YouTube, I will tell you guys well in advance. So thank you guys. I love you so much. You guys have made a big difference in my life, my family's life. Big supporters, especially those who comment. I look forward to commenting and chatting with the same people every time, and I will continue to do that on both platforms. All this stuff right here is from a tree that fell down during a storm last week. We got to load this up in the truck, get it out of here. I'm going to get the excavator warming up. I'll take you guys up here on the hill and let you see what we got finished up. It looks like he's already started doing some finish work. Oh yeah, he's got his little tractor up there. You can see I got this hole filled back in and slicked up. He'll be able to run. Actually, look at that. I think he's already run his tractor. Yep, he already drove his tractor up through there. That's great. We know it works. We just got a ton of rain from that tropical storm that blew through the other day. Looks like he's able to get his tractor up in there and push some roots down. I think his finish work's going to go real well. We got those edges sloped. Slope that edge. I think the horses will like it. Let's get down here and load some wood out. Audio might not be too good for this segment. My microphone's battery was dying. See, we've got traffic up here, so I will have to pull the truck out and load it as quickly as possible. I better change hats. Otherwise all y'all would be seeing is the back brim of that big hat. It'd be nice if I could just load from this angle, but I'm not sure how they cut this up. Let's see. I think that'll work. I believe. As long as I don't take the power lines out. Yeah, I think we'll be good. That will work. there it is, folks. All that brush is now in the truck. We're ready to haul it off to the mulch yard. That means we are completely done on this job, ready to move on to the next one. You guys won't be there because yet again I'm going to be moving videos over for the next couple of weeks, but I will be back. I made a quick post to the YouTube community tab the other day, and the subscribers are already pouring in over at Rumble. Thank you guys so much for joining me there, and I hope that all the true patriots of the Digging Life Nation will make the move with me. Thanks guys, we love you. See you there.